raised in my.
Okay. Yeah. Oh,
Sir has joined the session or not?
yeah. What?
Sir has joined the session or not? I have questions, some.
Yeah, I'm going to take this session,
Achha,
Aman.
sorry, ma'am.
Yeah. Okay.
Ma'am, I have a question in a graded assignment 3. Question number 1.
Graded assignment 3, question number 1.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Okay. Just a minute. I will share my screen. Should I wait for 2 more minutes, or yeah, I will just give a brief like intro of that question. Meanwhile,
बाद में बताना।
yeah. Okay, then I will share my screen. Grade assignment 3.
Yes, ma'am. Question
Yeah.
number 1.
Question 1. Okay, there is little mistake in this question. Minimum should be initialized to some higher value. The highest value in our total marks sum can be 300, no? So it must be initialized to 3 300 or 301 or some thousand or
So,
some.
okay.
Yeah, if you, yeah, this is the little typo here, but uh, like I can explain you the
So,
concept in this question. Okay, is that your doubt, or you have some other doubt in this question?
ma'am, my doubt is that can I speak in Hindi?
uh, no, like I don't know that much, but if you are not comfortable, you can speak. I will try to understand.
We'll
Like,
translate. It's okay.
मैम मैं यहाँ पर जो इंटरवल मिड टू मिड वन जो यूज हो रहा है मैं एक्चुअली वो नहीं समझ पा रहा हूँ कि उससे ग्रेड ग्रेड कैसे निकालेंगे अपन
so you are telling like how we are calculating mid one and mid two, and how we are taking grade or something. Is that your question?
नो मैं आई मेरे को ये तो समझ में आ रहा है कि इंटर वन मिड टू मिड वन कैसे निकालेंगे बट ये नहीं आ रहा है कि उससे ग्रेड कैसे निकलेगा
Acha, grade. Okay. And now you can how to calculate grade from mid one and mid two is your
यस मैम
question. No? Yeah.
यस मैम
Yeah. So see, I will just explain for others also this question. This question is like this: the following pseudocode is executed using this course dataset, and it computes the number of students in each grade, where the grades are assigned based on total marks. So here we want to compute the number of students in each grade. Say, let's say there are like usually what happen like in colleges or in schools, how we will get marks, like grade A, grade B, grade C, and grade D, grade E will be there, no? Similarly here also we want to assign grades to the students, but in the question it hasn't mentioned which grades we are not assigning. Just it is given that it computes the number of students in each grade. where the grades are assigned based on total marks. Choose the correct code block to complete the pseudocode. So you need to choose the correct pseudocode to complete this pseudocode. So usually in our in our schools or in our colleges, how we will get grades, like the students who got below 40 will get E grade,
Yes,
and
ma'am.
from above 90 will get A grade, and from 90 to 70 or something will get B grade, from 70 to 50 will get what yeah, it will be assigned in such manner, no? Did you get that?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So here also similarly we have uh, see, here we are calculating maximum and minimum. You understood, no, how we are getting maximum and minimum? You understood this code
Yes,
here?
ma'am. Yes.
Yeah. So
Yes, ma'am.
yeah, so here we are comparing each. This is the while loop. It starts here and ends here. In that while loop we are checking each and every card, and we are comparing each and every card total with the maximum. If the card's total is greater than the maximum value which we have assigned to 0, if it is greater than, if the card's total marks are greater than the max value, then we are replacing max with the total marks. If our total value is less than the minimum value, we should assign to highest value. So if it is lesser than that value, then we will make minimum as that total. So in that manner we are computing like minimum and maximum. If anyone has doubt regarding this, how we are getting minimum and maximum, please ask. Okay. And so here interval, so we need to find like what is the interval of minimum and maximum. Like okay, so generally also we do, right? What is the interval from 90 to 10? How we will get interval from 10 to 90? We will subtract just 90 minus 10. If both are if both ends are not included, then you will just subtract 90 minus 10, then you will get the interval from 9 90 and between 90 and 100. So you are just interval is maximum minus minimum, that is fine. But you are dividing by 3. So that dividing by 3 means, is that like you are
Not clear.
assigning like you are dividing your interval into like, so okay, if there are 10 numbers and you are dividing that 10 numbers by by 2, then how many parts you will get? Like 2 parts, no? In the first part, like 10 by 2 is 5. So how you can do 5 to 10, you can make as one part, and also from below 5, 0 to 5, you can
अच्छा,
make as
तो
other part. Yeah.
तो यहाँ पर मैम अपन ये कह सकते हैं कि अपन 3 ग्रेड्स में, मतलब 3 पार्ट्स में डिवाइड कर रहे हैं अपन
So
मार्क्सिस को.
yeah, you are dividing your interval like from minimum to maximum. If say minimum total is
अच्छा.
100 and also maximum total is some 290 or something, you are subtracting 290 minus 100. That is the range of your marks. So no student got below 100, and no student has scored higher than 290. So total marks of all the students are lying between 290 and 100. That is the range of all of the total marks of your scores data set. So what you are doing is, like, you are finding what is the highest range till where your total marks can go, and what is the lowest value. Yeah. And within that range,
मैम
within the total marks you got, you are dividing into parts. Yeah.
मैम कैन वी एक्सप्लेन विथ एग्जांपल, मतलब टेक एनी मैक्सिमम वैल्यू एंड मिनिमम वैल्यू देन.
Yeah. So we can, yeah, we can take like, yeah, I will explain. For that I should open some other thing, no? Yeah, just a minute. Is my notepad visible to everyone, this editor?
Yes, it's visible.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, it's fine. So your interval, what is happening in the interval is like you are doing max minus minimum, max minus minimum. So let's say in our scores data set, minimum value is, minimum total marks is 100 minimum, that is minimum equal to 100, and maximum is 290. If we are saying maximum is 290 and minimum is 100, then what we are doing in this interval, divided by 3 is also there, no?
Yes.
Divided by 3. So how will you find like total max minus minimum we are doing? That is, so 290 minus 100, 190 divided by 3. I will explain you. So like I told you, no, this here our minimum value is 100 and maximum value is 290. That is like no student has scored below 100 and no student has scored greater than 290 marks in our
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
data
ma'am.
set. Yeah, in our score according to this. And you want like, so our whatever grades we should assign for those values only, no, from 290 to 100, for those values only we should assign grades. So how, like I told you, no, previously if there are 10 like 10 numbers, if you want to divide it into parts, into two parts, then how will you do? 10 by 2, you will get one value, that is 5. So now what you can do is 0 to 5, you can say as part 1, part 1. Oh, sorry, that I should type here.
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah, yeah. And from 6 to 10, you can tell as part 2. If you want to divide numbers from 0 to, so similar thing we are doing here. So you want to divide it into three parts. So that's why you are dividing into three. Like you want to assign three grade,
But ma'am,
three.
here you have divided 10 divided by 2 is equal to 5. तो फर्स्ट पार्ट में इंटरवल विल बी मतलब 5 इंटरवल जो है मतलब कि 5 नंबर्स है और सेकेंड में 4 नंबर्स इंक्लूड होंगे ना.
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am. Yeah, is this a open
it
class or a semi-open?
closed. This is closed. This
And
is,
zero?
and 0 is also closed from 0 to 5, and this is also closed.
मतलब फिफ्थ इज
Fifth is
मतलब
only included in
6 to
yeah,
10 is included in part 2.
2. Yeah, 6 to 10 is included in part 2 and 0 to 5 is included in part 1. So you can do this also.
It's okay.
Yeah, you can do 5 and you can keep open bracket, so that 5 is not included here. 5 is not included. From 6 to 10 it's
Okay.
included, no? Yeah, that is part 2. Similar thing we are doing, we are dividing our range into three parts, like from maximum value and minimum value, our range into three parts. So yeah, for that purpose only you're dividing by 3, and mid to equal to max minus interval. So you have max and min. So I should write it as capital, max comma min, and interval you have. Using this, interval is some number. Here 5 is our number, no? Similarly, interval is some number. Using these three values, you need to divide into three ranges. You need to divide your students into three grades. So max will be the greatest value. So max minus interval you should do 1. Okay. So that you will get some particular number, right? That
Mm.
that we are saying as mid 2.
Okay.
And minimum plus interval, here also you will get one other number, minimum plus, oh sorry, you can do that way, or here in the question what we can do is, since we are using difference, you can do mid to minus interval also, and for that you are assigning mid one. So yeah,
Ma'am, even mean plus interval is correct, right?
yeah, min plus interval is also correct, but in the question it is done in this manner, no, that's why I'm
Okay.
telling. Yeah,
Ma'am, will
so
ma'am, will min plus interval include zero and everything that's below min? Okay, so there's no marks below min. Okay,
no,
so
yeah, min
yeah.
plus interval will include the marks which are greater. So yeah,
मैम
our
यहाँ पर जैसे मिड टू इक्वल्स टू मैक्स माइनस इंटरवल लिखा है, तो इससे अपन को पता कैसे चलेगा कि निकाल रहा है अपन की बी? ये नहीं आ रहा मेरे को समझ में।
sorry, I was unable to understand. Okay,
Even
you
I did not.
अ,
वापस बोल भाई, नहीं समझा, किसी को नहीं समझा।
अच्छा है जी। मैम, मिड टू इक्वल्स टू मैक्स माइनस इंटरवल जो लिखा हुआ है, मेरे को इसमें ये नहीं आ रहा है समझ में कि मिड टू और मिड वन मिस मतलब उससे को ग्रेड कैसे पता चलेगा
okay, I will
कि
tell
बी
you,
है
no,
किसी?
see, now you want, so now you have max, minimum and interval. Interval is some number which divide your like you can use it to what, divide your, divide the range like like max
हाँ
minus
मैम,
minimum
इंटरवल का समझ में आ
into
गया कि थ्री।
three parts. Okay, yeah,
हाँ।
so how you will get three parts? You want to get three parts, but you know only three values, max, min and interval. So
यस यस।
what you can do is like from max to max minus interval you will get one number, right? So yeah, I will say this by using 10 by 3. If you do 10 by 3, what is the answer? So I will take multiple of 30. 3 3 by 30 by 3 is 10. So you have 30 students, and you should divide them into three parts. How will you do that? Into three parts, no? So from 10 to 20 you can write as part 1, and from 20, okay, three parts, no? Yeah, so whatever which are uh, less than 10, you can write less than 10 as part 1, and whatever number which are from 10 to 20 you can write as part 2, and whatever numbers which are greater than 20 you can write as part 3. Three
ओके।
parts finished, no? Yeah. So 10 is our interval. So each see, in each part you will have 10 students. Similarly, for that purpose only you are using
यस
that, yeah, interval value. Okay, you understood this? Yeah, so you for
यस।
this division only we are using max minus interval and mid to minus interval to divide those in those numbers equally. Okay, so
Ma'am,
see,
what if the interval is not an integer? If it's a fraction, then how do we do that? Like, let's say we do if the interval is let's do 10 by 3 and it's 3.33. Then how do we do the parts?
yeah, see, we are not considering that case in this question, no, but the thing is like, yeah, what generally we will do is like, either we will make it as whole number like 3.33, you can round it off to 4, or you can round it off to 3, and you can do your what calculation, but basically if it is about 3.5, see,
Ma'am, but
about
intervals is a step it's related to statistics, no? We won't
yeah,
get a grade evaluated on basis of intervals in the CT papers. This is a question specific situation that interval is being counted.
okay, yeah, that's what we are doing
No, but
here.
so will like is there a general form to calculate the interval in other questions as well?
Interval, like generally we do max minus minimum for to max minus minimum divided by how many parts. If you want to divide into four parts, you will do by 4, but basically like you are
So
giving it,
so
yeah,
we round it off to the nearest greatest integer or the nearest lower integer.
yes,
If No. Which one? Nearest greater or nearest lower?
That's the counting questions we won't give, no?
Achha, okay,
Here.
that's what I'm asking. Ki this will be evaluated on code, not based on
Yeah.
our understanding of statistics.
Yes, yeah. That if there is some counting question, we will directly specify like you should round it off to nearest highest integer or nearest lowest integer. Okay, counting questions. If we use those questions, we will ask. Okay, so you got now mid two and mid one, and you want to assign the grades. Similarly, how you did less than 10 as first part and 10 to 20 as second part and greater than 20 as third part. Similarly, you have now mid one, mid two and max and minimum. Mid one is also there. See here you have these values automatically. Mid one, mid two and max, you have max and minimum. So how you can do all the numbers which are all the students who have scored less than or equal to, as similar here I told now, less than or equal to 10. Similarly, less than or equal to mid one as one grade, count equal to count plus as one grade, that is you can say as C grade. So whenever you find such total which is less than or equal to mid one number, you will increment your value of C grade, like count C equal to count C plus 1. Whenever, like here mid one is also included in this value, so mid one should not be included in the next B grade or C A grade. Sorry, like I'm unable to understand.
Ma'am, how can I understand that mid one will be include मतलब, here grade less than equals to sign will be used or
Equal
हाँ,
to, yeah, equal to indicates
or
that,
greater than less than sign will be used.
yeah, if if we are including mid one, then you will use equal to, like
Yes,
less
ma'am.
than or equal to. If we are not including, then you will use only less than. S- so in the, you are already including mid one in the C grade, so you should not include that in B and A grade. So
A
whatever,
grade.
yeah,
Okay.
B grade, how you can divide for B grade? So greater than mid one and less than or equal to mid two, because mid 2 see in this A grade, mid 2 is not included, right? Because there is no greater than or equal to. So definitely you should include that in one of the grade B. So that is why the correct answer will be greater than mid 1 and less than or equal to mid 2. Whatever total which exists greater than mid 1 and less than or equal to mid 2, you should count it as B.
Okay.
Yeah.
मैम here जो जो मैक्स इक्वल टू 0 एंड मिनिमम इक्वल टू 100 दिया हुआ था उसमें कोई एरर तो नहीं है ना आप
Yeah, it's actually not an error, it's just typo. But it, see, if the student understand the concept, then they can correctly choose the option. But yeah, if there is, yeah,
If the total number is more than 100, you have to change it to the highest number. Okay,
yeah,
like suppose
yeah, that's why, yeah, that's why the maximum total they can get is like 300 only, no, because there are mathematics and physics and chemistry, that's why. Yeah. Any other doubts in this?
मैम नो मैम क्वेश्चन नंबर 2 में है थोड़ा सा
Question number 2, yeah, you can tell what is your doubt actually. Yeah, can you tell your doubt, like where is your difficulty in this question?
मैम मैंने when procedure will called yeah here x a initialize value and b initialize value is not given, so there will be a error or
Okay, you are telling A and B are not initialized. So count equal to count plus do something. Do, yeah, count plus do some. Let A and B be the variables that hold the values of.
अच्छा
It's
ओके ओके
mentioned in the question. No.
हाँ हाँ मैम मैं यहाँ पर ये पूछना चाहता हूँ कि जैसे कि प्रोसीजर रन करेगा तो अपन सारे लेटर काउंट देख लेंगे मतलब कैन यू स्क्रॉल डाउन मैम प्लीज लेटर काउंट मतलब कि सी कैलकुलेट हो जाएगा और डी कैलकुलेट हो जाएगा
See, it's mentioned no here. If it is less than or equal to z dot letter count, then c will be assigned as 1. C will be made as 1. If it is greater than or equal to y, see, whenever you are calling this procedure, do something by passing which parameters? Table t2, a and b. So
Yes.
table t2 here, that entire table t2 you are passing. Now whatever table t2 here will be called as table 2 in your procedure do something. And a and b is whatever you are passing. A and b are the variables which hold the values of letter counts of shortest and
And
longest value.
longest one.
So A will be the shortest letter count and B be the longest letter count. Now whatever A and B here will be called as X and Y. So X will be holding shortest letter count and Y will be holding longest letter count. So you are passing table T2, some tables. Table is like cards only, deck of cards you
Yes,
are
sir.
passing. So you are checking here, if Z dot letter count less than or equal to X. X is our shortest. Correct?
Yes, sir.
X is holding our shortest letter count.
Shortest one.
If the card's letter count is less than or equal to shortest letter count, then we are making C equal to 1. If the card's letter count is greater than or equal to longest letter count, then you are making D equal to 1. So this loop is ending here. Like every time we are not checking this if condition. After each and every card, we are not checking it. After completing whole the table 2, then you are checking. So you are checking. uh,
Ma'am, one doubt. We have mentioned return 1 and return 0. What does it? Like return 1 means table 1.
Return 1 is like the procedure do something is returning here 1. So you should exit the procedure do something, like whatever you are. See, after encountering return statement in the procedure, in any procedure, you should just go back to your main call with the value whatever it has written. If it is returning 1, then you should go back to your the the place where the procedure is called, and here the value will become 1. So you should execute this statement, count equal to count plus 1 will happen. If it is
Okay.
returning 1, if it is
Okay.
returning 0, then it
That's
will
mean
count
count
equal
plus
to
0.
yeah, count plus 0 it will happen. So
Okay.
this, so what we are passing to this procedure is like table. The table is like words of each sentence, because if the x dot words end with full stop, then you are passing that you are reading each and every card and you are moving it to table T2. So if you are seeing a word which is ending with full stop, then you are moving that table to T2. That is, you are passing each and every sentence to the to this procedure, that is table 2. So at the end of iterating, after iterating through the sentence, you are checking if C plus D equal to 1. That is, if it has if it has at least one shortest word, or you can't say see, if it has both shortest and longest word, then it will become 2. C plus C will be 1 and D equal to 1 will happen. But if there is only shortest word, then C only will be equal to 1 and C plus D will be equal to 1. If there is only longest word, then D will be equal to 1, but C will be equal to 0. So C plus D will be equal to 1. So
1.
it counts a number of sentences which has only shortest word or only longest word, but not both. Like at least one or at least one longest word, but not both. Because at least one, because if you have seen two shortest words,
Yes,
even
yes, it
though
count to 2.
Ma'am, can you explain with example, or can we take one number and value of A and B?
okay, I will do that. So I will start from the base, from this start of this question. If many of you have doubt, the thing is like you should try yourself this kind of questions. That's why I'm not explaining everything. Yeah, A is holding some letter count, let's say shortest, no, 2 or 1. Okay, 1 we can say, there will be I or some word, no. So B is longest, no. B is holding let A and B the variables that hold the letter counts of shortest and longest word. B we can say as 6. So 6 is the length of longest word if you are saying. And coming to this pseudocode, you are initializing count equal to 0. And while table 1 has more cards, so I will take it was Monday morning example, Monday morning sentence example. It was Monday morning, and Swaminathan, Swami, I will say Swami was reluctant to open his eyes.
You can use the question number
Yes, ma'am.
2, the text there.
Yeah, it's okay. It's like this is the um our words data set, the first and last sentence only, no? Okay. Now, while table 1 has, this is
And
our,
Swaminathan is the highest.
yeah, Swaminathan is the highest. Okay,
Yeah.
we'll take how many letters it has. One,
Nathan, Nathan. You missed Na. Yep.
how many words? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, or what it has?
I think so.
11 maybe.
Okay, 11. Keep it as 11. So first word in our table will be it. So while table 1 has more cards, that is it. Read the first row. Okay, move x to table 2. You are moving x to table t2. And if the word ends with full stop, word is not ending with full stop, so you won't call, nothing will happen. You will go to next card. That is, our pile 1 is not, our table 1 is not empty, so you will go to next card. Was okay. Here also word is not ending with full stop. You simply moved that it and was to table t2. And Monday also nothing happens here. You just simply moved it to table t2. And morning, yeah, morning is the word with full stop. So you have moved till now. It was Monday and morning. You have moved all the words to the table T2, and now you are seeing if the word ends with full stop. That is, this is the word ending with full stop. Now you should, this statement should be executed. That this if condition is satisfied, so you will execute this count equal to count plus do something statement. Correct?
Okay.
Yeah. Now you are executing count equal to, after Monday you are executing count equal to count plus do something. In that something you are passing, what you are passing, table t2. So table t2, now till now it has it was Monday morning. So table t2 you are passing all that what rows, all that values to that procedure do something. And a and b, a is 1, that is shortest, and b is 11, that is longest. You are passing as parameters to the procedure do something. So in the procedure do something, it is accepting table t2 as table 2. So whatever we are passing in the form of table t2 will become table 2 here. So now now you are referring table t2 as table what 2 here, and 1 and 11. So a and b you are referring as x and y z here in the procedure. So in this procedure you are initializing, what you are initializing, c to 0 and d also to 0. Okay. Now here what you are doing, while table 2 has more cards, that is this entire rows you are passing. Now you are checking whether this has more rows. Yes, it has. It was and Monday morning are there in that table. You are reading the first row and you are checking if z dot letter count less than or equal to x. So you will check the letter count. It has 2, so I will make it as 2 for this example. Okay. I will,
Okay.
yeah, if z dot letter count less than or equal to x is 1, no? You are
Yes, sir.
making c equal
Yes,
to 1.
ma'am.
Yeah, c equal to 1 here. Now z dot letter count will become what? It. Now our word is it. It has letter count of 2. Whether you are checking a also, I told you it has 2 only, no? A also I made as 2, no? Shortest word, shortest letter count as 2. So I am make here also changing those values. So here I will check whether 2 is less than or equal to true. 2. Yeah, it is satisfied, no? Our condition, it is satisfied. So this condition will be true. So you will execute the statement inside this if if block, that is c will, you will make c as 1 after seeing this it. C will be 1. Okay. Now you will check if z dot letter count greater than or equal to y. Y is 11. You will you,
11.
yeah, you will check. I will write this also. You will check whether z dot letter count greater than or equal to
11.
or 11. So you will check here. Our word is it. It is less than or equal to, that is 2 is less than or greater than or equal to 11. You are checking. Is it true? 2 is not greater than or equal to 11. No, the condition will be false. So you won't execute this statement here. You are not making d as 1 here. So after iterating through it, our c is 1 but d is still 0. Okay. Yeah.
You have to write 0, still 1. It'll confuse. No, no,
D.
zero.
D
D is
equals to
equal to
0.
1.
Yeah, d equal to 1. This is the statement inside the d, no? So that's why here the d equal to 1. So after iterating over it, our c is 1, d is still 0 only. Okay, this will be the values of c and d after iterating it. So I will write here, then down, c equal to 1,
So you're writing code. Okay, sorry.
c equal to 1 comma d equal to 0 after iterating through it. So uh, see, this all statements, how you know, like all these statements are inside one loop, this while loop, because you just see the where w is starting and where it is, and this like where this curly bracket is starting here and it is ending here. It is ending at the level of w. So you can
Yes.
say that this while loop is terminating here.
Yeah.
So yeah, so but still after, so you have iterated only through it. There are still more cards in your table
Table
t2.
2.
Yeah, table 2. So you should check verse Monday morning also, then only you should come out of your loop. See,
Yes,
the
sir.
statements will be executed only after iterating whole the table t2, because you are checking while table 2 has more cards. Yeah,
Ma'am,
there.
do we not reinitialize C and D to 0?
No, no, you are not doing that, because no, see, initially only you have c and d to 0, but once you are inside in this loop, you have changed to c equal to 1 and you are not changed d. D is still 0 only. So c will be 1 and d equal to 0 only. So you are not going back again. No, you are just checking whether table 2 has more rows only. You are not executing this statement again.
So how
You are
do we check the next sentence?
so that I will tell you, no, Swami. Next sentence case I will tell, but next word, for the next word in the table T2, now you have passed only it was Monday mornings. Okay, that thing as table 2, and you have initialized C and D to 0. That is one time initialization only. Now you are executing this while loop, while block, no? So you will check whether table 2 has more rows, that is it was Monday morning, no, it has completed, was Monday morning is still there, but you have changed c to 1 and d to 0 only. D you haven't changed, so c will be 1 only. You are not executing this statement again. You are checking whether table t2 has more cards only. That's conditionally you are checking. You are not checking this line again. So this initialization won't happen again and again. Okay.
Ma'am, after executing it, then it will be posed to was.
Ma'am,
Ma'am,
yes, ma'am. After execution, the C values will remain there. Na? If
Yeah,
suppose there is
after, see, after exec, so you have executed it word, no, you have executed it word, you have passed and you have checked all these conditions which are inside this while loop. So after executing this conditions and your while loop, your C value is 1 and D value is still remained as 0. So that value will be like, you haven't changed those values, no, they won't change. C will be 1 and D will be 0 only. So now you will check whether table T2 has more rows was present. So what it will happen is verse letter count is 3. 3 is less than or equal to 2? No. 3 is not less than or equal to 2. So this condition is false. So you are not executing this statement, and you will check this statement also whether 3 is greater than or equal to 11. You will check 3 is not greater than or equal to 11. So this also will be false.
ma'am, if we initialize it again C and D 0, is there any harm? So the answer will be remain.
No, you should not do that. You should not do that, because the process is in this way. The process is like, you have entered in this while loop, so you are not going back to this C and D again. You
Okay.
have entered this statement, you have executed first, you have executed second, but only the condition is in the loops only. After finish, like after reaching this step, you will just check whether table 2 has more rows or not. In the loops only that will happen. This statement will be checked. If it is true, then only you will execute all the statements again. After executing all the statements in this while loop, you will again check whether this condition is satisfied or not. If it is satisfied, then you execute. Still it goes on in the loops. That is why it called as loop. But these statements will never, you will never execute this again if you have executed them once. Okay, if this C and D equal to C equal to 0 and D equal to 0 are inside this while loop, then in each like after seeing it, C and D will be 0, and after seeing was also C and D will be 0, because they are inside in this while loop. You are checking the condition. If the condition is satisfied, then you will execute this statement C and D equal to 0 again here, if they are inside. So in that case,
if they are inside the while loop, ma'am, then C becomes zero every time.
yeah, if we
So
are
they are not
inside
storing. They are not storing any data. C and D. They are not storing
sorry
a
any,
like after. Okay.
yeah, they will, they are, see, after at the end of iteration, if say table T2 has no rows, then if our C equal to 1 has happened here in the morning case,
Yes.
now, yeah, C equal to 1 has happened, let's say. Now you will check whether there are more cards, no more cards. In at that time, you will come out of the loop with C equal to 1, and yeah, with C equal to 1 you will come back. But if you are not, if you are here was, in that case, in the next iteration also C will be 0 and D equal to 0. So the previous data it's not storing, it will just store the value which is present at the end of the loop. Whatever value C and D is holding, that will store if you make here. Okay, so you will check whether C equal to 1 and D equal to 1 every C you will check these conditions every time, and you will assign C equal to 1 and D equal to every time. So it was Monday morning. You have seen that only in one case, like whether for only it our condition is satisfied, like the C equal to 1 has happened, D will be 0 only, like for was and for Monday and morning
Monday.
also.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah, but our C will be 1 and D will be 0
Zero.
only. So you will just come out of this loop, and you will check whether if C plus D equal to 1. Yes, C is 1, so 1 plus 0 will be equal to 1. So this procedure is returning 1. Yeah, this procedure will return 1. You will go back here and you will write count equal to count plus 1. So count will become 1 here.
One. Yes.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay. Okay.
yeah. Now you are checking. Now this condition has finished. No, here only your execution has stopped. but our while loop hasn't terminated yet. So you will check whether table 1 has more cards. Yeah, table 1 has more cards. It has Swaminathan was reluctant to open his eyes, that many cards. You will you will check each and every time. And this condition, you will just move the card. Swaminathan was reluctant to open his eyes all to table T2. And after seeing the eyes word which is ending with the full stop, then you will pass all this table T2 to this procedure table 2. Okay.
Okay, okay.
Yeah. So each and every time you are passing each sentence to this procedure, do something. Okay.
If can so this basically says uh count is equal to count plus one if do something is true,
Yeah.
and if do something is true, will the do something procedure will return true if c plus d is exactly
Equal.
equal to 1.
Yeah.
Equals to 1.
Yes, you are correct.
Okay, so
Yeah,
that would
that
have been
is.
okay.
Yeah, when c plus d will be equal to 1 will happen when either c equal to 1 or d equal to 1.
Equals to 1.
Yeah, but if c and d equal to 1, then c plus d equal will become as 2. So it either c must be equal to 1 or d must be equal to 1, but not both should not be equal to 1. When c will be equal to 1, when we have seen the shortest word, when there is a sentence with at least one shortest word. Even if there are more shortest word also, still our c will be 1 only. You are not incrementing c here, you are just making c equal to 1. Whatever, whenever you have seen some shortest word, you are making it as 1. You are not incrementing. Even after seeing two shortest word in the same sentence, c will be 1 only. Correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So if there is at least one shortest word, or at least one, if the, like at least why I'm saying, even if there are 10 or 20 or how many, the c won't be c won't be incremented. C won't be incremented 10 times. No, it will be just one only. So c will be one only every time. And d will be incremented only if we have seen some longest or longer word than by. So c will be equal to 1 when we have seen at least one shortest word in a sentence, or at least d will be equal to 1 when we have seen at least one longest word in a sentence. But the condition is like both should not be one at a time in our sentence. So the correct answer is number of sentences which having at least one shortest word or at least one longest word, but not both. You understood this, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. If anyone has doubt, you can ask now only, like regarding this execution of this.
It's clear, man. It's clear.
Okay. Yeah. Any other doubts?
Yes,
Question
ma'am.
number 4.
Ma'am,
Question.
before that, is just a small request to all of the faculties. Ma'am, can you guys come up with some questions with different parameters for us to solve in our spare time, other than the mock test and the assignments that we have, so that will be helpful for the qualifiers.
Okay. You want different set of questions.
No, no, yeah. If you guys can provide questions that will be similar to the qualifiers, that will be amazing. But
For
I don't think.
practice, ma'am. Practice of qualifier exam.
Um,
Yeah. You will get like now you are from qualifier or what?
Qualifier.
Qualifier
Qualifier.
exam.
Yeah. Qualifier exam. Yeah. Definitely you will get many mock test here.
No,
Mock
other than
test.
mock tests, if you guys can just
Yeah. Mock test.
change the parameters of these exact questions. If you can take this up with
Easy.
your seniors and colleagues, that will be
No, see
amazing.
that is like you will get like three or four mock test. Okay, not single mock test. You will get many mock test. Okay, not like they are like all the mock tests are like from previous qualifier papers only. That will give you a very good idea like how the questions are configured. Yeah, even like you have very less time also, not 10th October. If you, the thing is like you should understand the concepts well. Not like even if you practice many questions, if you are not understanding the concept, it's like no use. No, you should understand the concepts first, how like execution happens, like when we should stop an iteration, like when by where we should terminate the while loop, and what is happening with the variables, all thing. You should understand the things first. Even if you solve many, yeah, you, if you understand, then you can solve many, no. Yeah.
Ma'am, From
Yeah,
where I see
definitely.
these mock tests?
But issue is, ma'am, we are out of touch of exam for long time. So that is the way we need to go for
Yeah,
if you
you will get mock test, not one. You will get many mock test. Okay, definitely we will provide many. Okay.
From where I see these mock tests?
Yeah, you can see that, like, yeah, once the mock tests are released, yeah, I will talk with the team and will tell, like, to configure that soon on the portal.
Okay.
Ma'am, I am Deepthi. Can you tell me how many questions will come for 1 hour exam? Each
Uh,
subject 1 hour, no?
you can say like 13 to 14 questions.
Really, I'm taking too much
Uh,
time.
yeah, 13 to 14 question. What you can do is, like, you just so uh, the thing is, you just solve the
Like this
3
type
marks.
of pseudocodes will be there, no?
Yeah,
We
definitely
will.
all pseudocodes
Oh,
only.
yeah.
Yeah, you can do 3 marks question first, and then 4 marks question, and then 5 marks question, because 3 marks question difficulty will be less compared to 4 marks and 5 marks. So if you want to get marks, you solve 3 marks question first, then 4, and then go for 5.
Okay. Ma'am, can you take it out week 4 practice assignment, fourth question,
Yeah,
but practice assignment 2.
Can you first clear
Four.
question number 5 graded assignment 3?
question number 5. Yeah, I will finish this week the grade assignment and definitely will answer your question.
Okay.
Ma'am, or there will be is a time bandage in a qualifier exam for different subjects. So
Yeah, it will be either 1 hour or 1.5 hour. That's it, no?
uh,
45 minutes or something. Yeah, I am not
after
sure.
that you can मतलब after that वो वाला मतलब सब्जेक्ट आप नहीं कर सकते like that ना
Not in this stretch.
after that you can we can't do that subject after 1 hour.
No, you will have totally 4 hours. You can go back to the subject. You can start with any subject and go back to it also.
so
Thank
while
you.
It's up to
answering,
you
we can
to,
prioritize it, right?
yeah, you can prioritize whether
4
you
hours in
what
one
subject.
sitting.
Yes.
Ma'am, 4 hours in one sitting.
Yeah, all the subjects, no?
Okay, ma'am.
And ma'am, there will be no negative marking, no?
No negative marking.
Okay.
But there is some multiple select question. No? If you choose one wrong, then the whole mark
You will
will
get
go. No?
partial marks. Yeah, if it is wrong, then you won't get marks.
Yeah, because
If it is
graded assignment, many thing I have got mark loss because of that.
yeah,
Okay.
if there are 3 options correct, but if you have chosen 2 correct options, then you will get partial marks for that. But
Yeah,
you
I
have
got doubt
choose,
and I choose the third one wrong, and that was answer completely went wrong, and
yeah,
I
that
lose
will
my
happen.
5 marks.
If one option you chose wrong option, then entire question will be wrong.
So better
But if,
not to choose the not confident that much
yeah,
about them.
that's what. Yeah.
Okay.
What is the level of question in qualifier exam?
Yeah, this will be it will be like more than the graded assignment level will be, like, yeah, compared to graded assignment they will be little tougher, but I can say like 3 marks questions will be easier. 3 and 4 marks question will be easy. If you know the concepts, you can solve. Yeah, but other, like, if there are some 5 marks or some questions, it will be tough.
Okay.
But if you solve this graded assignment by yourself, if you understand the concepts, you can just crack it. Yeah. Yeah.
So will not be
I
given
will
any
get
grade.
a rough sheet also no for solving a
Yeah,
question.
you can keep rough sheets also.
Ma'am,
They
we
will
can
give, they
get
will provide, I think.
ma'am, we can get our marks directly or
No,
after.
you should wait for 1 or 2 days.
Okay.
Ma'am, one more doubt. After the qualifier, we will get this site to access because
Yeah, you will get the content access from, I am not sure, but you will get from week 1 to week 4 content access, I think. So are there any people,
No,
term 3 people
they
here?
are giving even other week, ma'am, 5 and all, because yesterday they had given an announcement. like last time about giving the option to write the exam.
Okay.
So the matter, all the subject matter will be available.
Okay, all subject matter from week 1 to like whatever week it has released, you
Yeah,
will
today they
again.
have released, yesterday they released week 5.
Yeah, week 5 is also there in this qualifier portal also, it's there, no, week 5. Yeah, you will get access to each and every week content, you no need to worry. But the thing is like it will be easier only, you can crack it also.
Ma'am, regarding next Sunday, hello.
Yeah.
So next weekend we have the quiz one for another subject. So how in
How?
yeah, in the quiz. So what will
You
be
are
the
not
format?
clearly audible.
Yeah. So I was just saying we have the quiz one coming up next week, ma'am.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. So obviously CD is also there. So how will be the question format
Yeah,
in
similar
the quiz?
in the
Quiz
quiz,
one,
no.
yeah. First
Question for formats will be, there will be multiple select questions, like either 1 or 2, you will get multiple select question. Yeah, there will be like what I can say, you can just, there will be completely pseudocodes only, like no step 1 step 2 kind of things here, but completely pseudocodes you will get. Yeah, that much I can say.
So I was so it will be just like multi select questions, like you select options from the answer options given.
Uh,
Because I
yeah,
was
there
thinking
will
there will be
be,
some oral kind of questioning and answer.
no,
That
no,
will not be
there
like that,
won't
right?
be. No, there
Okay.
won't be oral kind of thing. Yeah, there will be multiple similar to your graded assignment questions only.
MCQ question.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ma'am, is the first 4 week content is sufficient for qualifier exam?
Yeah, week 1 to week 4 content is there for
When
qualifier.
it is sufficient?
Sorry, it's not audible. Yeah, we'll go to these questions now.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, which question? Fifth
Question number
question.
5, ma'am.
Yeah.
Ma'am, only explain or part. This mass was less than physics, or city town equals to Chennai.
Okay. Yeah.
I have
Well,
a problem in or statement when
yeah, I will explain you that thing. Or statement, no. So here, uh, just quickly I will go through this. Count equal to 0, you are executing using the scores data set, while pile 1 has more, that you are doing. Count equal to count plus do something, you are just for each and every card you are calling the procedure count equal to do something, because this statement is inside the while loop, there is no filtering kind of thing. So after each and every card you are just calling the procedure do something of x is your card, you are simply passing the card and you are calling the procedure do something. In the procedure do something, what you are checking, if x dot mathematics, so here you are referring both the card as x here in your pseudocode, and also here also you are referring the card as x. So it should be,
yeah.
if x dot mathematics less than x dot physics or x dot city town equal to Chennai, then you are returning 1. If not, you are returning 0. So you will return 1 only when, if the student that cards mathematics marks less than physics marks or city town, if the card city town is Chennai. So I will give you a cases. So if let's say if the student mathematics marks, if the card's mathematics marks is less than physics marks, then you will increment, then you will return 1
1.
even if he is not from Chennai. Correct?
Yes, sir.
So this I'm just simply indicating here, even if the student city town is not Chennai, not equal to, I'm just using this symbol for not equal to Chennai, then you are returning 1. Then you will return what, you will return 1 if city town is Chennai, you will return 1. city town is Chennai, you will return 1 even if maths marks are not less than max marks are not less than physics marks, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Physics. Then also you are returning 1. But you will return 1 if both the conditions are satisfied. So that is like control. Yeah.
I'm not both, one of them.
Not, yeah, or so for the both conditions also you will return 1. Even if the both conditions are satisfied also you will return 1. No, because you are using or truth table, you know, right? True or true is also true. Even if one is true, then also it will be true, correct?
Ma'am, in a or statement, if one statement is true, then we return 1.
No, even if both the statements is also true, then we will return 1 for or. It's the truth. Only it will return, it won't return, it will return 0 only if both the conditions are not true, then only it will return 0. If not, it will be the truth table of or is like true or true will be true, true or false will be also true, false or true.
All of us are not from engineering backgrounds,
Yes,
so
ma'am.
everybody is not familiar with truth
Okay,
tables, gates,
okay,
and
truth table is like,
we
that is
wasted so
like,
much time on
that
this.
is, yeah, that is like, okay, you have two conditions, let's say A and B. Here two conditions, here our condition 1 is mathematics marks is less than physics marks, that is condition A, you can say. Condition 2 is like x dot city town equal to Chennai, that is condition 2, you can say. And this is result of that condition. When this condition will, what will be the result if you are using or operator for those conditions? So true or true is true. Yeah, true or true is true. True, that is if both the conditions are true, then our total condition will be true, so you can execute the statement inside your if if block, that is return 1 will happen if both the conditions are true. If true or false is also true, that is even if one condition is true, then also the entire condition, this entire condition will become true, and you should return 1. Okay, false or true, even if the first condition is false and the second condition is true, then the output will be true only, the entire condition will become true, and you can execute the statement inside the if block. False or false, it will be false. So the condition here, if the external mathematics marks, if the mathematics marks are not less than physics marks, and if this Chennai, if the student, if the card is not from Chennai, then the condition will be like false or false, no? So false or false is false. So this statement you won't execute, you will execute 0, return 0 will
बट
happen.
मैम जब एक कंडीशन चेक होगी तो अगर वो ट्रू हो जाती है तो दूसरी कंडीशन चेक नहीं होगी ना
Yeah, that is
सेम टाइम
also,
पे.
yeah, yeah, if you can just come out of the loop by checking the first, if the first condition is true, anyhow the procedure, this you are
Return 1.
using, or you are using or
Yes,
condition,
ma'am.
or if this condition is true, then you just simply can come here and execute 1. But if this first condition is false, then you should check this second
Second
condition.
condition.
Okay, yeah, that is what happening here. So this, so you understood this, right?
Yes, so ma'am, then how tell the third option and fourth option
Yeah,
कैसे
I will
आएंगे
tell
ये
you,
बताओ.
I will tell you. So
It
this
was
will,
mentioned by sir yesterday also.
भाई कल भी हुआ है और परसों इससे पिछले वाले उसमें लेक्चर में भी हुआ है भाई, वहां पे जाके देख लोगे तो सही रहा, क्योंकि भाई बहुत टाइम वेस्ट हुआ था इसमें दोनों बार.
okay, yeah, like the people are telling, no, why? Because yesterday also session also they took this, no?
ये सॉल्व विद अस, अमन भाई, सॉल्व विद अस में भी ऐसा एक सेम क्वेश्चन था. जो सॉल्व विद अस बिफोर द,
Yes, ma'am.
उसमें भी था, वहां पे भी सर ने समझाया था ये क्वेश्चन होने से पहले, जिसमें बोथ सी एंड डी था आंसर, तो ई ई आंसर था उसका। अगर आप वो भी जाके देख लोगे आपको समझ जाएगा। वहां पे सर ने पूरा टेबल वेबल बनाया था कि 5 बच्चे हैं, सबका मार्क्स और सिटी सब कुछ यूज किया था।
ओके
तो
ओके,
हाँ भाई, क्योंकि बहुत टाइम वेस्ट होगा ब्रो इसमें।
इट्स ओके भाई।
Yeah, what other doubts? I can take other doubts, I think so now.
Seventh question. Seventh question. Graded assignment. Seventh question.
Okay, you can tell your doubt here. What is your doubt here?
And the main thing is, I'm do something x comma a comma b comma c, and do something y a1 b1 c1. How it is correlated?
How it is correlated means here whatever, like here you are mentioning the x is your card and a b c are some variables. Okay, you are referring x, you are passing x a b c, the same values here you are taking as y. So what happens here is x equal to x will be equal to y will happen here, and a will be equal to a1 here in
A1.
this. Yeah, that will happen here. So x b will be equal to b1 here, c will be equal to c1.
C1.
So whatever you are referring, like similarly assigning, no, you will assign a equal to b, similar thing you are happening here. So x will become y here, and a will become a1, b will become b1, and c will become c1 here. That's what. So whatever value a is storing will call as a1 here. That's what. Any other doubt here in this question?
We are telling that a1 is less than y mathematics.
Yeah, a1 is less than y mathematics. You are checking whether y mathematics marks. See, a1 value, a1 is storing some 0, no, here a1, whether 0 is less than y dot mathematics. That is what you can say is, but whether y dot, you can write, no, x less than y, you are checking. So you can write it as like y greater than x also, right? Y greater than x. So you are checking whether y dot mathematics greater than a1. You are checking whether our card mathematics marks are greater than a1, or if the max, like whether a1 is less than. So you can tell in the both ways, no, this.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, okay, I think you got this.
Ma'am, this particular one where your cursor get no, this one, no, previous to this.
So
This
that
one.
A1, excuse me, ma'am. That A1 stores the max mark of mathematics subject.
Yeah, a you are initialized a and b to 0. Okay, that is, they will be initially 0 0 0. Let's say first card you have passed, it will be 0 0 only. You are checking whether 0 is less than some mathematics marks, whether 0 is less than 10. You are checking 0 is less than 10, yes. So our a1 will become 10 here. That is, yeah, that is similar to our max condition only, you know. You similarly, next card you are passing which has marks 20, you will check now a1 is storing 10 and our card is holding 20. You will check whether 10 is less than 20. Yeah, 10 is less than 20. So you will assign a1 to y dot mathematics. So you will now a dot y dot mathematics is 20, so a1 will become 20. So every time you are seeing a card and you are replacing with the higher value, so a1 b1 are storing the maximum marks of mathematics, physics and chemistry, no.
So when it takes a card, it will read for all the 3 subjects, no ma'am?
Yeah, when you take the card, you will check each and every condition because it is inside the procedure and something, no. So yeah, everything here are inside in this procedure, do something. So you will take a card and you will check, you will
And after
explain all
each
this.
card, we will go to the procedure, do something.
Yeah.
Return A1, B1, C1 will be after each card.
Yeah, after each card. So now you are returning A1, B1, C1. So they will be assigned to A, B, C because here you are passing some value. Let's say 10, 20, 30. A will be 10, B will be 20, and C will be 30 here. And you will execute this loop only still, because this loop, if there are more cards, you will be still inside this loop. After finishing the loop, you will execute this loop.
Okay, that is okay. Equal to A, whatever marks you have stored in A, B, and C will be assigned to A, B, C.
Yes, yeah.
And while solving,
Thank you, ma'am.
while solving question number 2, it's the best way to solve with example, or can we solve without example?
Question number 2. Yeah,
Can,
any question like uh, this question, no, generally it doesn't require to solve with example. You can just, and yeah, you can get that, but
interval
because
type. Maybe question number 1. Question number 1 I am asking.
question number 1 also
Ah,
you can solve without example, because yeah, you can solve without example also this question. But if you want more clarity, because you are now only start, like you started this, no, so if you want take example, you will understand better. But I don't think so in exam you will get that much time to take
yes, ma'am.
examples.
That's why
Yeah,
I am asking.
so the thing is like, don't go hurriedly, but yeah, but try to understand without taking example. Even if you are unable to get without using example, then you take example and solve it. But without with what people generally do is like, without taking example, they will read the lines,
Yes.
and yeah, they will read the lines, and they will forgot to execute this, like this step, they will miss some steps. That will happen, they will yeah, that's what they will do. But if they do example, it will take a lot of time. Yeah.
Ma'am, in the sixth problem, it has been discussed already. Just one, because a lot of problems of that similar type we get. Like, when we go on a straightforward thing, this one, no?
Yeah. Sixth one
Not
is
this. No, previous one, no? Where Chennai and Madurai and Bangalore, students from Madurai and this one. Next to that.
yeah, this
City
first.
town, Madurai, Bangalore.
Yeah.
Actually, other day one professor said about the Venn diagram. If we draw a Venn diagram and you are able to solve it, we'll be able to get the answer. Because somewhere get confused about that.
So this question, no, you are initializing a b to 0 and flag you are setting to false. You are, if you are picking a card and you are checking if the card is of male. If it
Okay.
is not male, you should go to else part. This
Okay.
is, yeah, this is stopping here. And
Okay.
there is, yeah, there is continuation, there is one else associated with this if. So you will check, if it is not male, then it should be female only, no, you will,
Okay.
yeah, it will be female only definitely, because if it is coming to else part, then it will be female only. You are checking
Okay.
whether city town is Bangalore or not. Yeah, if it is Bangalore, then you are incrementing b. So b is counting the number of female
Female student.
students from Bangalore.
Okay.
And for a, when you are incrementing a, if the card is of male and if the city's town is Madurai, then you are incrementing a. That is, a will be incremented if the gender is the a is counting the number of male students from Madurai, and B is counting number of female students from Bangalore. And if A greater than B, you are making flag to true. So the question is like, when the flag will be set to true. The thing, if A greater than B, the flag is setting to true. When A will be greater than B, if the number of male students from Madurai greater than number of female students from Bangalore, then flag will be true. That is, the thing is, you can do this also. The question, what the question is asked, when flag will be true, so you go and check when it is setting to true. You will, yeah, if A greater than B, then flag is true. what what is A and what is B, you can check.
Yeah.
When A will be greater than that also you can do. Here you can solve quickly. If you do this, you can solve quickly.
एल्स पार्ट में हम बोल सकते हैं कि इफ पार्ट का जस्ट अपोजिट आएगा.
Yeah, if
है ना?
this condition is not satisfied,
Then
there are
else parts will be executed.
executed. But we know in our course set there are only two genders, male and female. If the card is not male, then it must be female's card, no?
Got it.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
ma'am.
Yeah, it need not to be always opposite always. The thing is, because our data set is in that way, you can say that. Yeah,
So
you can. Yeah, you there can be some case also, like, library data set only, you all know,
Yes.
like, yeah, if we have say here, if x dot genre is fiction, if we are using equal to fiction in the else part, if there is some other condition, then if we are coming to else part, then it means that the book is not fiction, it is not a fictional book, no. Here,
Okay.
yeah, that, yeah, in that case also you can say, right? Yeah.
Thank you.
Ma'am, in qualifier, will the question come from according to the data set which is provided here or different?
No, according to our data sets only question will come, and you will get one template also to see the data. Template is like, you will one row and two rows, like first row and last row of that data will be visible to you, like words data set we will give, and first row and the last row of your words table we will give that. Similarly for scores also, for every data set we will provide.
It means the
Okay, ma'am.
template will be given or full data set will be given. Yeah?
Template is like some data, it will be filled with some row will be filled with some value. Like if we are giving words data set, there will be 0th row and 29th or 30th row,
So
and you,
by using template, we can I can solve for every question. No?
yeah, you can solve. Actually, you no need to look at the data at all, because if you are
Okay.
familiar with the data, then you can, there won't be any like counting questions. You no need to go and check each and every card and counting, that kind of questions you won't get. Just it will be mostly logical only.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, it's previously week 4 practice assignment, something people were complaining. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which one? Practice assignment
Practice assignment 4.2, ma'am.
4.2.
Fourth and fifth question. Same one.
Fourth and fifth. Okay. The following pseudocode is executed using shopping bills dataset. Two bills are said to be similar if the difference in total amount is at most 100. At most 100 means it can be less than 100 or equal to 100, but not greater than 100. You are telling two bills similar if their total marks are, total bill amount is less than or equal to 100. So count one, you are calling, you are calling the procedure similar of pile 1. So you are directly going to the procedure similar, and you are passing pile 1 as your parameter here. So there are two loops, uh, not two loops, like a while loop inside a while loop, that is called nested while loop. In that
Okay.
you are checking, so pile 1 has more cards, you are doing here, yeah, you are picking top card from the pile 1 and you are moving it to pile 2. So let's say there are 30 cards, you have picked pile 1 in this while loop and you have moved it to pile 2. Now then you should execute this statement. While pile 1 has more cards, you will execute, yeah, pile 1 has 29 more cards, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
One we may move to
Pile 2. When
Yeah.
we have moved to pile 2, there are 29 more cards in the pile 1.
Pile
So
1.
you,
Yeah.
so this while loop, it will execute 29 times for
Here.
each, yeah. So one card, you will check each and every card with each and every other card in this two. If there are while loops, two while loops, while in a while, so it will generally, what we are doing is, one card will be checked against each and every other card. The comparison will happen only once.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So you will check each and every card. So you will check, a will be incremented only if the difference in total bill amount is at most 100. So less than or equal to 100. Minus 100, why we have kept is like, okay, if the first card total bill amount is 100 and if the second card total bill amount is 200, then 100 minus 200 will be minus 100, no. But the difference in total bill amount is 100 only, right? The two cards bill amount is difference is 100 only. In that case also they are similar, that card, both cards are similar, so in that case also a should be incremented. So we have taken minus 100 here. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So you are returning a here, that is like you are checking each and every card within each and every card, and you a will be incremented if they are similar, that is if the total bill amount lies between like 100.
Minus 100 and 100.
Yeah, if
No,
the
no,
difference.
difference is 100.
Okay, now that is count one. Count one is storing A. A is like number of similar bills, right? Number of similar,
similar
yeah,
bills.
similar bills from all shops. Like each,
All
even if it
shops.
is
Oh.
Big Bazaar or any other things. Like
Okay, that part only for me.
Okay, that okay, I will say like there are 3 cards, 100, 200 and 300. Like okay, how many similar similar cards we have now? Like how many like what will be the value of A here? We have 100, 200 and 300. What will be the value of A?
1.
So
100, 200 and 300. So you will
2.
check.
2.
Oh, yeah.
2.
Oh, yeah, I will tell
only
you.
200 and 200. Yeah.
See, 100. Okay, I will take a notepad and I will explain to just to understand this inner while loops completely.
Yeah.
100 and 200 and 300. We have 3 cards. So I will take 100 first time. So that is the read the first card X from pile 1 that is happening here. And now it is in pile 2. Now pile 1 has only now pile 1 has only 200 and 300 in pile 1. Now you are checking the
first card of pile 1.
Now you are checking this while pile 1 has more cards, that is it has 2 more cards, 200 and 300, and you are checking whether minus 100 less than or equal to X dot total bill amount. X is like 100. Yeah, correct? No?
Yeah.
100 minus 200 is minus 100 and A will be 100. A will be
100.
equal to A plus 1. That is A will be 1. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is happened. Now we are still inside the second while loop only because pile 1 has more cards is still there.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Now you will execute this statement and you will check whether 300. So the first comparison is between 100 and 200.
And 200. Yeah.
And the second comparison is between 100 and 300. So after this, A is 1. After this also A will be 1 because we are not making A to 0, but we are not incrementing A. So A will be still 1. Okay. Yeah. Now this file.
Ma'am, if you pick up the 200, then it will be 2, no? Right? If the first cut is 200, then the value would be 2, no? If you calculate in that fashion.
The first card is 200. Yeah. If the first card. Yeah, if the first card is also 200, then value will be 2. Okay, in now.
Why we not incrementing? I didn't get that point.
Because difference is more than 100.
So 100 minus 300 is 200. No, it is not within the range of minus 100 and 100. So A is not incremented. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, now this while loop, now our table 1 has no more, this pile 1 has no more cards because 200 and 300 are already moved to pile 3 here.
Pile 3.
Yeah, pile 3. Now this condition has become false. Now where this while loop is ending? Here, no? Here. After this while loop, you should execute this statement. Move all cards from pile 3 to pile 1. So now pile 1 will have
2 cards.
200 comma
And
300. So is our while loop is ending here, but you should still go and check back whether pile 1 has more cards. Yes, it has more cards. Now our card will be 200.
Moving to pile 2.
Yeah, moving it to pile 2. Now it will be in pile 2 only. 200 will be in pile 2. Now you will check whether pile 1 has more cards. Yes, it has 300 in it. It has 300 in it because we have moved only 200. Now you will check whether now our X is holding 200 and Y is 300. X 300. It is range is 100 minus 100 or 100. Now our A will be incremented by 1. So A will be 1 plus 1, that A will become 2. Previously our A is holding 1. So here we haven't executed this statement again. A will be 1 only. Even after coming out of this while loop, A will be still 1 because we have not gone to this case again. So A will be 1 only. So now our A is 2. Okay. Similarly, you will check whether pile 1 has more card will happen. No, pile 1 has no more card. Piled this 300 is finished. So you will come out of the loop and you will check 300. So 300 you will check with whether pile 1 has more cards. This condition won't be satisfied. So return. So the important case is like, the thing is 100 is compared with 200 comma 300 in the inner while loop, and 200 is compared with only 300.
Only 300.
Because 100 and 200 comparison is already happened. That is why I'm telling exactly once. Each card will be compared with each and every card exactly once if we are using this nested while loop. 100 will like this first 100 will be compared with 200 and 300 finished, and 200 should be compared only with 300 because we have already compared it with 100 and 200, and 300 must not be compared with anything because we have compared 100 with 300 and also 200 with 300. That's why 300 won't be compared. Yeah, that is the thing in the inner while loops.
Then the other one.
So simply you can understand is like, if there are nested while loops, each card will be compared with each and every other card. So minus each and every card total bill amount will be checked with minus 100 and plus this.
Okay, so now A became 2.
A will be incremented only if our total bill amount will be lies between this minus 100 and plus 100. So if there are 4 or 5 cards, you can easily solve that without executing all these things. You can solve this just by seeing this condition. Yeah.
After returning, what will happen?
After returning, a count will be getting whatever, like how whatever similar bills. Similar bills is like their range is between minus 100 and plus 100. The difference is 100. So you will get all the similar bills from all shops, even it is Big Bazaar or anything, because you are comparing each and every shop. That's why. So here, if X dot shop name is Big Bazaar, then move X
These
to
are the
pile
bins,
BB.
no, ma'am.
Yeah, if the shop, yeah, these are the bins. BB is one bin, pile BB is one bill, and pile SG is other bin, and pile SV is other bin. So you are dividing all the shops into 3 bins. There are only 3 shops, no? Big Bazaar, Sun General, and SV stores. So whatever bills from Big Bazaar, you are moving to pile BB. Yeah, whatever bills from Sun General, you are moving to Sun General pile. Whatever bills from SV stores, you are moving to SV stores. So for count V, you are calling the you are calling this count 2. You are calling similar
Ma'am,
of
one doubt. Count 1, then how much will be there? What is the count of count 1?
So
what is the value in the count 1?
It is not bad. I can't tell you value, but I can tell you count 1 will store similar bills from all shops. Stores similar bills from all shops. But count 2 will store only the similar bills from Big Bazaar. Stores similar bills from Big Bazaar.
SG stores and
similar from BB plus similar plus this SG and SV.
Okay.
Plus so do you think count 1 and count 2 are similar? Is it similar?
No, madam.
Yeah, count 1 and count 2 are not similar, because even if the shop is from Big Bazaar or Sun General, let's say there are 2 shops, from one is from Big Bazaar and other from is other is from Sun General, and the difference in first bill amount is 100 and second bill amount is 200, then this shop will be included. This shop will be counted in count 1, but this shop won't be counted in count 2, because you are passing only Big Bazaar shops at a time and Sun General shops at a time. You won't do comparisons between Big Bazaar and Sun Gen, like, yeah, you won't do comparisons for different shops here. So count 1 won't be equal to count 2. Always count 1 will be greater than count 2 only. What is the question? Yeah,
Yeah, here
what
that
will count?
choices. Yeah.
But the procedure says it is it is counting between all shops, right?
What not understood?
In the procedure,
Yeah,
it is that means we are iterating between all the shops.
yeah, for for in the count case, what you are passing, whole the pile, all the shopping bill status that you are passing for count 1. For count 2, what you are passing, only pile BB, pile SG and pile SV. So you are passing at a time, you are passing only the shops from Big Bazaar, or only the shops from Sun General, or only the shops, or only the bills from this SV stores. But here you will pass all the cards from all the shops, so comparison can happen
Between
from
all the shops
yeah, from
in the
Sun General
procedure.
or Big Bazaar or something. But here what, only for you will compare a Big Bazaar card with Big Bazaar only, you will compare, or you will compare SG with SG card only, you will compare SV stores with ST stores cards only. Yeah, that's count.
Okay,
That's
thank
what
you.
now. What count will represent? Can you tell here? Number of pairs of customers who have similar bills across all shops? No, right? Because that is count 1 from the same shop. Yeah, it's correct. No,
So the
Yes, ma'am.
number of pairs of customers who have similar bills from the same shop. So
because you will
What is the
count
difference between the second and fourth option? Huh?
second.
Customers who have similar bills, number of pairs of similar bills from the same shop.
this
Number of
options only.
pairs of customers.
Second one, sir. Second and the fourth one.
Okay, the actually answer is the similar bills. You are not you are just doing comparisons for bills, not with the
The
customers.
customers.
Customers can
Okay.
be repeated. Yeah, the correct option is 4 actually, because
Okay.
you are not doing comparisons for customers. No, you are comparing bills
No, some number of pairs of similar bills
from the same
from the
shop.
same shop.
We'll check answer.
Madam, one more doubt actually on the concept. So why
Okay,
the concept of procedure is introduced?
so see, okay, how the same thing, you need to find max. If you want to find the maximum mathematics marks or maximum physics marks or maximum chemistry mark, logic will be same only. No, you won't write different logic to calculate maximum mathematics or maximum, like you won't write different logics. Only you will just change the what field names, that's it. No, so if we wanted to do the same thing for again and again, you will like you can write some other something like procedure, where you can pass, like according to your input, you can vary that what the code inside it, like you are passing here, no, xy you are passing, and the value of x and y changes for each and every card, so it won't be same, but the logic is same for each and other cards, but only input is different, that's it.
Okay,
Correct.
madam. Thank you. Thank you.
If
Understood.
yeah,
Excuse me, ma'am.
yeah,
Ma'am,
yes,
question number 7 for this assignment only.
okay.
And will summary also be given of week 4?
Summary,
Of
should I
week
give
4.
yeah, I will explain the summary also, but people are asking doubts now, so I'm doing this.
Question 7.
But actually I'm explaining the concepts in the questions as well, like, yeah. Question number 7. Yeah.
Ma'am, yes. Ma'am, here my specific doubt is in line 16.
Okay, I equal to 1. Like our
Yes.
letter count. So is
Why
there
it is wrong?
why it is wrong? Because
So let's
letter
start shortly.
yeah,
So
letter count for it, what is our letter count? 2. For was, what is our letter count? 3. So from where we are counting? From one, like where we are starting our count? From 1 only, no? Like 1
Oh,
is I and 2 is it. Like first letter in it is I and second letter is T. There is no zeroth letter. So here you will check, you are initializing I to 0 and you are checking whether I less than or equal to letter count. Yeah, you are checking whether I less than or equal to letter count. You are checking 0 is less than or equal to letter count. If ith letter of a dot word is vowel, that is there is no zeroth letter actually. Like zeroth letter is not there. So what, so you can check if there is something, you can check. But if there is nothing, if there is nothing in that zeroth letter is nothing, you how you can check whether it is a vowel or not? So this won't happen
okay, ma'am.
because of
Thank
our
you.
initialization. So I must be, if you are iterating over the letters of word, then our initialization must start from I equal to 1, or you
But
can
ma'am, in here we actually position start from 0, right?
which
Uh,
position?
I mean, in letter, suppose if we want to position, then it start from 0. No.
No, it's
It is
our,
specific in languages only. Python like.
yeah, here see, you can generally, if you go through our words data set, it letter count is 2. Like there is no zeroth position, there is first position and second position only. Yeah, was also similar, like every word. For this piles we are saying it starts from 0 because our cards there is sequence number 0. That's why you are telling it will, there is 0 at the card and second first card, that's we are telling because there is 0 card sequence number. But our letter count for words, letter count, it is starting from 1. That's why I should be equal to 1 for an iterator.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yeah.
Ma'am, assignment a 3.9 practice set 3.9.
In the same question, the 20th line also misplacement of I increment is also wrong. Can you
Yeah,
explain?
yeah, because I should be incremented even if the ith letter of word is not verbal. So even if the first letter or second letter or third letter, even if it's a not verbal, then I should be incremented because we should check each and every letter of our word. So let's take our it example, not it verse example, we'll take verse example. So W, first letter is W. Let's say our I is 1 here. 1 is less than or equal to 3. Okay, if ith letter of a dot word is vowel, whether W is a vowel? No, right?
No.
No,
No,
false.
false. What will happen? Nothing, no, nothing. I is not incrementing, I will be 1 only. So whether 1 is less than or equal to 3, yeah, it's true. Our ith letter, first letter is W only. W
Yeah.
is yeah, it is still, you are checking the same letter
Infinite
because
loop.
yeah, yeah, it is infinite loop. And you are not even you are not even incrementing, like you're not even checking the second and third letter, you're checking comparing always first letter. Because the while loop, this I incrementer should be this, you should increment this I, this iterator should be incremented even if the
Outside there.
yeah, even if this I letter is not verbal. So it must be somewhere here in, but inside the while loop it must be there, but outside this if block. So it can be here, here or somewhere, or here also.
After line
But
20.
here even if it is here, no, then first letter you will check whether it is less than or equal. W will check, yeah, W is not a verb. See, first you are starting with
Then
I
it
equal
won't
to
check
1.
over condition.
Yeah, now you will just go for I equal to 2. That is, it will be A, you will check, you won't check for W. Now second letter is of a word is vowel, yeah, it is a vowel, then It should not be here also. It should not be here also. It should
In
be
line
somewhere
21.
here. Yeah.
Okay. Ma'am, 3.9 activity question.
Ma'am, same assignment, only question number 12.
Yeah. Can you tell your doubt?
Ma'am, here this the question, ma'am, please. Niche, 12th. Yes, ma'am, this question. Ma'am, what, like, y comes before student x? Why is it like x is greater that, uh, so x, like,
Okay, the number of study pairs x comma y where student y comes after student x. Y comes after x is like, so you are more, there is card x and y. Let's say you are, if you are iterating first card x, then card x is coming first and y is coming later. No, that is like where student y comes after student x is like, so x is coming first and y is coming later. So that is the clarification I can give for the statements. Like if you are, there is a pile where x is coming for earlier than y, that is the meaning of where the student y comes after x. That is x will come first and then y will comes after in our iteration. That's the thing.
okay,
Yeah.
like we are comparing x from everybody. That's why.
Now here x and y is a pair.
Yes.
Now you can say like the student x and student y is a pair, but in our iteration where the student y comes after student x, in our iteration student x has came before than student y. That is the thing.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Yeah, did
Ma'am,
you get that?
ma'am, in the same
Yeah.
question, I have doubt.
Yeah, what is your
Ma'am,
doubt?
first option and second option are similar. So what's the difference between the two?
First,
Because in the question, it is stating that study pair x comma y denotes that x is greater than y. Means x is the who means who has a scored higher than y. So why both option A and B there is a difference?
A and B,
Why
they are
there is a
different.
difference between option A and option B? Yes.
So option A and option B, why it is different is because here you are just telling number of study pairs x comma y. So the, it's just a pairs, you are representing the number of pairs, like number of pairs, study pairs you are counting, but you are specifically telling here number of study pairs x comma y, like you are counting the number of study pairs, and where here in your iteration y is coming after x. You are specifically mentioning here when y, when you are iterating y, when you are seeing y and when you are seeing x, that is the difference. No, it just you are counting number of pairs, but here also you are counting pairs, but you're specifying who is y and who is x, like where y is coming and where y x is coming. That's why this options, both options are different.
Ma'am, please may you show the question, please. Ma'am, see, it is in the third line. It says that if student X can mentor student Y, we call X comma Y a study pair.
Yes.
So, ma'am, it is clearly mentioning that X is means X who will coordinate Y.
Yeah, x is a coordinate, x is coordinating y.
X, yes, ma'am.
If
So,
a student, yeah.
So it must be A option correct.
No, the thing is like, okay, we'll go through this procedure. I think that this pseudocode, then you will understand. A equal to 0 and b equal to 0, you are initializing, there is nested while loop. So x, each x you are count, you are checking each and every card with each and every other card. Difference xy equal to x dot chemistry minus y dot chemistry. So you are subtracting x dot chemistry and y dot chemistry. If the difference lies between 10 and 20, then you are incrementing a. So between 10 and 20, that is like if the first student marks is let's take, okay, we'll take like 30 and 30 and 50. 30, even it is 40 also, it's correct only. 30 and 40 will take. X marks is 30 and Y marks is 40. In that case, our A will be incremented? No, right? No. In
Yes.
that, will it be incremented?
No, ma'am.
30 minus 40
No,
is
ma'am.
minus. No, it won't be incremented. Difference of Y X. So Y chemistry minus X chemistry. So it will be like what? 40 minus 30. In that
10.
case, yeah, B will
Yes,
be,
ma'am.
yeah, B will be incremented in that case. What A will represent here, it will count only the pairs where X has scored greater marks than Y. That's why I think the question is like where student Y comes after student X. That is, student X has scored more marks than student Y. That is why. And what, yeah, you understood this, no? You are counting only the
Yes.
such. You are not counting the total pairs. Even here 30 and 40 I took as example. In that case, only A, like B is incremented, A is not incremented. Similarly, B will be incremented in one case and A won't be incremented other case. But if you take A plus B, then what it will do, like what we will count? A plus
Difference
B.
is at least 10
Number
or
of
at most 20.
total number of study pairs.
Yes.
Yeah.
So option A will be correct.
Yeah.
I have just one
Okay.
basic doubt. Hello.
Yeah. Tell
Just
what
for
is.
a second, can you go back to that previous fourth and fifth question? One basic doubt I have, if you just clarify, I think.
Which question?
Just
Can you
Ma'am,
clarify?
fourth and fifth, fourth and fifth.
Ma'am,
Just yeah.
Ma'am, sorry, ma'am, I'm Deepthi. I don't want to interrupt, but I need to ask you the solution, no, that last doubt you're clearing. In that solution papers, they are giving some other instruction.
Okay, I will just
So
check the
because
solution.
the first card is going to the pile 2, so again it won't check with the other pile 1. That is the reason it is giving.
Okay, two variables A and B are different and initialized with outer and inner while loop iterates over the rows of table 1 with variables X and Y. Okay, difference XY less than, okay, that is this difference XY stores a value X dot chemistry minus Y dot chemistry. If the difference lies between 10 and 20 including both ends, then A will be incremented where X dot chemistry is greater than Y dot chemistry. Okay, and difference Yx will do that. Difference Yx stores the value of Y dot chemistry and X dot chemistry. Okay, if it is sliced, B only incremented where Y dot chemistry is greater than X dot chemistry. Okay, what A will represent at the end of execution in a study pair X comma Y. X can mentor Y if the difference in chemistry marks is at least 10 and at most 20 years once the student X is compared with all other students Y. And the student X is compared with all other students Y. Thereafter X is moved to table 2. The next row X at the next iteration will not be compared with the previous row to the table T2. Hence the A represent number of where the Y comes. What is this? Okay, X you are moving it to table T2 and the cards, the new the comparing cards, you are moving it to table T3. Okay, you have taken one card and you have their marks is 30 and the third and the other marks is 40, let's say. So 30 minus 40, you will check, it won't be incremented, but B will be incremented in that case. Okay, we'll take of X is 30 only, no, he will take 20 here. So 30 minus 20, it is, yeah, now A will be incremented. So X can mentor Y. Yeah, it is correct, X can mentor Y. Then you are incrementing A. Okay, Now,
And one more doubt, ma'am.
yeah.
Difference xy and yx, two different kind of iteration. That is
No, by x,
a function.
xy, yeah, xy is difference from x dot chemistry minus y dot chemistry. That is, if we take x as 30 and y as 40, difference xy will be 30 minus 40, and
40,
difference yx will be 40 minus 30. No, both difference
yeah,
are
so
not
both
same.
are.
Not same. Okay, that's the thing. So you
Thank
are,
you, ma'am.
yeah. So here it's okay. So you are this card is moved to table 3. Yeah, yeah, here, okay, this is other way of telling, like, so I will explain you using notepad, then you will understand.
Because very confusing, ma'am.
Yeah, this is
Yes, ma'am.
30. Okay, this is 40, 20, and 10, something like 50 also. God, this is too many, I think so. Okay, but we'll take. So first our x is 30. X should be compared with 40 and 40 comma 20 comma 10 comma 50. Okay, difference xy you should do. Difference xy will be 30 minus 40 is minus 10 comma yeah, 30 minus 20 is 10. Okay, 30 minus 10 is 20. Okay, 30 minus 50 is minus 20. So a will, when a difference yx also I will do. Difference yx will be opposite of that only, no, just opposite. That not with 10 minus 10 minus 20 and plus 20
and 20.
Okay, so here a will be incremented 2 times. 10 and 20, there are
20,
two,
yeah.
yeah, and b will be also incremented 2 times because
2
of
times.
10 and 20. Okay, in the second iteration, what happens here is like, now all the cards are moved from this pile, this all the cards will be moved to pile 1
Pile.
again. Yeah, but this is 30 is in pile 2 now.
Pile
This
2.
won't be moved to pile 2 again. So now 40, now our card will be 40
40, 20,
20, yeah,
10 and 50.
50. So
Yes.
yeah, here
The difference is xy.
difference xy equal to, so difference xy will be equal to 40 minus
20,
20.
30,
Yeah. 20,
and minus 20. You minus 10, sorry.
30 comma
30
and
minus
minus
10.
10.
10.
Minus 10.
Yeah, now a will become 4,
Only
right?
one. Yeah.
4, because a is 2.
Yeah. 2. Now it will
4.
become 4. Yeah.
See, 10 is not included. 30 is not there.
Yeah, only 3. Minus 10 is not calculated. No, sorry. Yeah, minus 10 won't be included. Thank you. Yeah, difference
Yeah. Check. Okay.
yx will be minus 20.
Minus 20. Minus
Minus 30.
But then now b also will be equal to 3 only.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, the thing is like, you are here 40 and 30 is also a pair. 40, so for 30, 40, 20, 10, 50 you have. If you are comparing 30, you took 30 and you are checking each card, you are checking with each and every card, so you got pairs, like you got two like 30 and what 20 is a pair, and also 30 and 10 is also pair. So I will write the pairs here. 30 comma 10 is a pair. See here for 40. So what? 40 and 20 is a pair, right?
Yeah, 40 and 40
What?
can.
No, 40 and it's not a pair, right? So you are counting 20 comma 40 also as a pair. Only if we take A, if so what I took here only A case, no? Only
Yeah,
A, yeah, 30 and 20 is a pair.
no
30 and,
repeated pair. No.
yeah, and 40 and 20 no repeated pair. Here
Yeah,
what is the statement here they are mentioning here is like in the study pair x comma y, x can mentor y if the difference in x dot chem is at least 10 and 20. Okay, that is clear. Once the student x is compared with all the students y's, once now this 30 we are comparing with all the student y,
yeah,
thereafter x is moved to table 2,
table
table,
1, 2,
yeah,
2.
table 2. The
And
next row, so
yeah,
the next row become the next row becomes, what is this here?
excite.
Okay, the next row becomes x at the next iteration. It will not be compared with the previous row, which is moved to table T2, table
Yeah,
2.
that
The next,
sir showed me the tutorial properly, so we can understand with that.
they have showed in the tutorial also.
Yeah, the tutorial video is over there, so that I understood. Only the thing you told, no, mathematically only I also count and I took choose the option. Then I read this, that time only I understood, okay, that is the reason why they took the student y comes after student x.
Okay, now did you understand like why is coming after why this statement where y comes after where
Student x,
student y? Yeah.
because
Ma'am,
the opposite is not
I
happening.
didn't get
I'm
still.
just waiting them. So,
Ma'am,
just for a minute.
I didn't get still.
Okay, you haven't understood. Thereafter, x is moved to table. Now you are moving x to table 2. Now 30 is now this 30 now now I have checked 30 with all the things. No, 30 I have
Yeah, you also told, no, ma'am. 30 again, oh, don't compare with any
so
other.
yeah, 30 I have checked with for all other cards. But
Yeah.
now I have moved 30 to for table
Y
T2.
comes after student X means
So
like
yeah, now 30 is moved to table T2, table other table. So you are not comparing 30 again with 40, 20 and 10, 10, 50. So if you are moved 30 to this table T2, now 40, this 40 won't be compared with 30 again. That pair you are not counting here. If see now
yes, ma'am.
30, yeah, 30 is compared with 40, 20, 10 and 50, but 40 won't be compared with 30, and 20 also won't be compared with 40 and this 30. So once they are moved to table other table, we won't compare them again. So like table 2 we won't compare them again. That's why number of study pairs of x comma y, you are not counting, no, like 40 and 30 is also pair, but you are just taking 30 and 40 as a pair, because number of study pairs x and y where student y comes after student x. Now now 30 and 40 is a pair for you, but what is the case like student y is like, sorry, this the pair is like, now whatever pairs I have written 30 and 20 is a pair. The number of study pairs x and y where student y comes after student x is like, if you are moving it to table other table, you are not comparing, like this 40 is not comparing with this 30 again, but 40 and 30 is a pair for y. If we have compared, then you will a will be incremented, no, but you are counting only such pairs where student y comes after student x, that is this pair only, like 30 and 40 pair only you are, 30 and 20 this pairs only you are comparing, but not all the pairs, because you are moving it to,
Okay, yes, ma'am. I got it.
because you are moving it to this other table. So 40 and 30 is also pair, but you are not counting that pair because it is in table 2. You are counting only the such pairs where this y is coming after this x. That's you understood that 30 is come, this
Yes,
20 is
ma'am.
coming after 30. No, you are counting only such pairs, but 40 and 30 pairs you are not counting because it is in
30
this
already
other
we moved
table.
to pile
Yeah,
2.
yeah. That's very,
Thank you, ma'am.
I
yeah.
think you
Ma'am,
can you will be clear when you watch that tutorial. 30 minutes one tutorial is there, no, for
Yeah,
the
for
binning it.
tutorials, yeah, tutorials like they will have enough time. No, yeah, you can.
Yeah, I watched second time that only that time only I understood.
Okay.
can we just
Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah.
go to question one? Just
Which question?
for the fourth one, ma'am. We saw it actually. But, just
Which this
basic.
assignment?
Yeah, same assignment. Same assignment. Fourth.
Same assignment. Fourth question.
Sorry, but just so one basic doubt with the pattern of questions in this format. I think once I understand the basic, we can easily.
This fourth question.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. So,
Okay.
so here actually in the nested loops, can you just go to the question? Only the question part here. So count one similar file one. So immediately, actually, this statement will take us to the procedure, right? With the file, all the cards. Am I right in that?
Actually, your
Before.
voice is not that clear. Like a lot of disturbance is coming, background
Okay.
noise. Yeah.
One second. I think it should be clear now.
Okay,
How
you can
about,
continue, but speak loud. Okay.
yeah. How about now?
Yeah, it's good now.
So this kind of question, just for the nested loop part. So count equal to similar one when we call the procedure, the first line immediately the control will go to this particular statement, right? With all the
Yes.
file one comes.
Yeah.
So
This
now,
procedure.
yeah.
Yeah.
So now first thing what we do is pile one. We will take every card. First card we take, put it in pile two, and the second card in pile three, and we are comparing in pairs one by one. P1 will be sorry. First card will be compared with all the other cards in pile three, which is from the second to the last card, right? One by one, right?
Yeah.
So now actually like here my doubt is in this second while loop. So what we are doing is we are checking okay first card and the each of the cards with the second pile and seeing if the difference is 100 in either ways, either one is bigger than the other or lesser,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
anyway it will be 100. So we are
Yes.
incrementing. Once this if statement is executed for the first card, then immediately we go to the inner loop, right? Are we going to the inner loop after raising? Let's say first and second card, there is a difference of 100 only. It is a similar one. Okay.
Yeah.
Assuming.
So you will go to, you are still in this inner. So you will check first card is X. Let's say there are 10 cards. Okay, first card is first only, second card is here, y is second card, first X is first card. So you are still, so you will execute this statement. You will check whether if their total bill amount lies between this a minus 100 or plus 100. Yeah, if it is, then a will be incremented. If not, you came this here, no, you will check. So in the loops, you will do is you will go and check here this conditional case
So
whether pile
immediately we
1
go
has,
to that that
yeah,
while loop.
that
Okay.
while loop.
Okay.
There are 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 also, no. So yeah, if there is other cards, then you will check here. After coming to 10th card, like 10th card, you are in 10th card, y is 10 here. So okay, minus 100 this statement also you have executed. Now y is 10, no, you will come here and you will check whether there are more cards. Now no more cards, no, this, then this iteration, this while loop has finished. Now you can say this is finished because you have like there are no cards after 10. Then this while loop has finished. Then you will execute this statement: move all cards from pile 3 to pile 1. That is, whatever cards you have moved to pile 3 will be moved to pile 1. Now you will check. Now you next statement is this. Okay, you will go and check this condition whether pile 1 has more cards. Okay, if there are more cards, then you should execute all these statements again.
But
What does it
so
mean?
here my doubt is
Adding to pile one.
just one minute. So here, when we are moving the basically when we're moving from pile 3 has all the other cards except the first one, and we are done with the iteration and we are bringing it back.
Yes, yeah.
Then once we bring it back, the card 1 will stay. Pile 2 will not, because pile 2 has to be exhausted, right, one by one. So how does pile 1 get changed? Because we need to check for each and every card with the other cards. First card 1 with all the others is done in the loop. Now we bring it back to pile 1. So how do we check for the second card and the other card? No, where does that happen? I think
Second card and other card will happen here only, no? So first card you will take, you will compare with all other cards here.
Yes,
Pile
ma'am.
1 has, okay, that you understood, no?
Yeah,
Second card, yeah, second card you will take here. Now move all cards from pile 3 to pile 1. So from 2 to, like, let's take, there are 10 cards, 1 to 10 cards numbered. Okay, first card you will compare with second, third, fourth, fifth, so on to 10th card.
10th
Now
card.
you are moving all cards from pile 3 to pile 1. Pile 3, now you have moved 2 to 10 cards to pile 3. From pile 3, from 2 to 10 cards from pile 3, you are moving back to pile 1 again. So you will check, now top card will be second card. Second card, now the pile, this, in this loop, the top card will be 3, 4, 5, 6, so on, no, 10. So second card will be third, will be compared with third, fourth, fifth, so on
Okay,
to
so at
10th
this
card.
point, one small doubt is, okay, when we started, second card is first moved to pile 2, and then from third to the end, we are doing the inner,
Yes,
right?
yeah, yeah.
Okay, ma'am. Sorry. Yeah.
Okay, okay, is it clear for everyone, this
Okay,
inner?
so for inner loop, second, from third to last, we are comparing with the second card.
Yeah.
Yes, madam, it is clear, madam, actually.
Once that is done, yeah, just this part, ma'am. You are explaining, sorry, I interrupted.
Okay, is it clear to you now?
No, that part is clear. So I wanted to check, okay, from second card I have done, finished from third to the last iteration.
Okay.
Then how does it increment? What will be the value of, how does A value actually work out in terms of comparing that part?
A value. So you
Yeah.
are checking first card with second, third, and fourth, so on to 10th card.
That is done. Okay,
First,
that is
yeah,
done.
yeah. You will what you are checking? Y is your second, and
Second,
yeah, X is your first card. So you will compare X dot total bill amount. So first card total bill amount with the second card total bill amount. If the difference lies between minus 100 and plus 100, let's say first total bill amount is 100 and the second card total bill amount is 200. The difference is minus 100, X minus Y minus 100. No, yeah, this is in your this condition will be satisfied, no, minus 100 less than, minus 100 less than, yeah. So A will be incremented. So you will count all such cards, like wherever whose difference is minus 100 and plus 100, you will check. So first card you will compare with second, third, and fourth, and fifth, so on. So you will get whatever similar bills with A you will get, and also second card you will compare with third, fourth, and fifth, so on. You will get similar bills for second card, and third card also you will compare with all other cards. So you will compare similar cards, similar bills for third card. That's what, no? So A will count number of similar bills of all.
So now this will be, can you scroll down? The first part is there, like this will return to the calling procedure, right? Up above the code, yeah. So after that, then all these things execute because we have called the procedure straight away. Now again, while pile 1 has more cards, it says, what is that? Like again, the second statement is only now executed, no? Because we have finished these similar cards now. So what will happen now? This has to be executed, right? While pile 1 has more cards.
Yeah, now while pile 1 has more cards, this is the statement is you will check whether there are more cards in pile 1 or not. Yeah, what do you think, whether there are no more other cards or no cards in pile 1 now?
No, since we have executed, we have gone through on each and card and compared with every other card. Now what we have is this count will give us the similar cards across all similar cards, which means that their bill is the total of the difference of the bill is less than 100. Okay.
Yeah.
That is, so this pile one now has only those similar cards, right?
No, pile one. See, pile one will has all cards.
Okay, I mean the procedure A has returned, right? I'm talking about A has
Procedure
returned.
A, this procedure similar is returning A. A is having count one. Count
Yeah,
one
count one.
equal to similar of pile one. So
Okay,
count
okay.
one will become A. A, whatever count one is stored, like A, it will return A. No, this procedure will return A. Here instead of similar of pile one, you should see A. So count one equal to A. So whatever value is there inside A, it will
that
be
will be count
assigned to
one.
count one.
Okay,
Okay, yeah.
okay. So and then now again we start fresh pile one by more cards. We
Yeah,
are going to the original pile again.
yeah,
And we are checking
checking
for Big
sharpness.
Bazaar. Big Bazaar, we are
Sun
checking
General.
Sun General and SB Stores. And we are moving. Okay, only the Big Bazaar ones we are moving to pile BB. Only SG will pile SG and only SB to pile SB. And okay, we are executing this similar bills first separately. For count one will give for all across all stores. Count two will give only across similar stores. That's the
yes.
Across similar stores the similar bills, right?
Yeah.
Same stores. That is count two.
Yes.
So can I see the answer now? Sorry. Number of pads of similar bills across all shops is count. Okay. Number of similar bills from same. Got it, man. Thank you.
Yeah.
Ma'am, there pile two store the card which I once compared, right?
Yeah.
If one card is compared, then it will be thrown to pile two.
Yeah. So you will take card, you will move it to pile 2. That is the card to be compared with all other cards. You will take first card and you will move it to pile 2. And what you will do is you will check that first card with all other cards, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, so on to 10th card you will check. But these all cards, the first card will be compared with second. No, that second card will be moved to pile 3. And the first card will be compared with third card. So that will be moved to pile 3. All the other cards, like all, so first one you are comparing with all other things, so all the things which you are compared will be moved to pile 3, but first one that is you are comparing with all other things, no, that will be moved to pile 2. So that card you won't compare with, you are not moving to pile 1 again, only uncompared cards only you are moving, like
yes,
one you are, yeah, that's the thing.
Got it. Pile, it means pile two, that it has only the cards which are not compared.
So you should compare each and every card with each and every card. So one should be compared with 2, 3, 4, so on to 2, 3, 4, so on to 10, and 2 should be compared with all other cards.
Yeah, 2, 3, 4, 5, again 3.
3, 4.
Yeah, ma'am, got
Yeah,
it.
but 1 and 2 is already compared. No, 1 and 2 you have compared. So 2 and 1 you no need to compare. No. So they 1 is moved to pile 1.
Someone has to mute, I think. Somebody is not muted.
Ma'am, what will happen to the last card?
What will happen to the last? Okay, you have only you are on the 10th card in this pile, no?
Yeah.
Yeah, you are on the 10th card in this pile. So 10th card is already compared with first card, because 1 and 10 you have compared, but first card is compared with 10th card already. Second card is compared with 10th card already. So 10 is already automatically compared with second card. No, 10 is automatically compared with third, because third card you have compared with 10 also. So the inner while loop won't be executed. That is, pile 1 has no more cards will happen. Pile 1 won't have any
that
cards.
is the point here. Yeah. Okay. So what will happen?
What?
What will happen when we are not doing the inner loop, because that
Yeah, you are not executing this condition won't be satisfied.
the count is not going to really be incrementing, right? So the inner card will be stand out.
So
I mean, now the last card will stand out without comparison.
So you will execute this statement, but there are no cards in pile 3. This also won't happen. You will just come out of the loop and you will return A. A will store some value. You will return that value. Okay.
So, but still, my statement of last card not getting compared with any other cards true.
Yeah. Yeah, your statement is true. Last card won't be last card, because last card is already compared with all other cards.
So to that extent, the answer is falling short, is it?
Answer is not falling short. No, see, you are in 10th card, but 10th card is already compared with first, second, third. You have already compared first card with 10th card. Second card also you have compared with second, third, 10th
Okay,
card.
okay.
Yeah, that's why.
The only thing is that last card is not moving to
Last.
Yeah.
No, it is also moved.
Yeah, it's also moved to pile 1.
Pile.
Right?
Read the pile 1 top.
So
You
that
can
is the
also
last
move
card
to
will
pile 2.
last card will remain in pile 1 only, no?
No, last card will be also moved to pile 2 because this is inside this outer will block will be executed. No.
Okay. Last card will move to pile 2 without any further comparison. Without inner loop not executed. But that card is already has been compared in the earlier moves.
Yes.
Right. Thank you.
Ma'am, one more doubt. Return A means all the pair count only will go to the this thing, no main procedure.
Yeah, A will increment only if you have found similar bills, similar bills. Yeah.
So
That
the
is
the count one will have all the pairs count only.
Yeah, pairs. If you are using inner loop, then it is a, like, if you are comparing pair only, no, you are comparing X and Y. That is a pair. No. Yeah.
Pair only. So okay.
Okay. Yeah, you can still ask doubts if you have some. Any doubt? Yeah.
We have this thing in binning called the, I think the factor of improvement or something like that.
Binning
Yeah.
okay, binning. What is your doubt?
So in binning, we have this like the total number of iterations that we will do. That is like n by k into n by k minus 1 by 2. That thing, right? So while we do the binning, is that the only factor we have to look at as long as we don't have inter-bin comparisons?
Actually, your doubt is not clear. What is your doubt? Binning
Like,
will reduce the number of comparisons because you need to compare only. So if there are 20 cards, if you have divided them into 4 bins, you should compare, like, 20 cards into 4 bins, like, means like each bin will have 5 cards. So you should compare like 5 cards only, 5 card with every other card.
So like, with that, like, no, but ma'am, that's not my question. My question is like, is that the only thing we have to look at? Like, should we ignore other factors? The reason why I asked is like, um, we we had, I don't remember exactly. It was in one of the activity questions. So like we had to bin a group of people in accordance with the date of with the year of birth or something, so that we could compare people who had the same date of birth. So there were options like
this is
like before
we have
2000.
about the data about the birth states of 100 people in a room. We wish to find the number of pairs of people.
Exactly. That one.
We wish to find the number of pairs of people who are born in the same year. Which of the following is the best? Okay, same year.
Exactly. So there, I think one of the options in there is like one for each decade, and for 12 decades, like that. And the other is, there is another option that is for those before 2000 and after 2000.
Okay, what is your answer? Like, what you will think will be correct? According to you?
Like I know that like decade wise we will be able to like reduce the month thing. Is like there is one option for month, I guess that will be like it is irrelevant. So the other one is decades, and decades, if you go by the formula, the decades will have the minimum number of comparisons, right? Because when we do that factor of improvement, it is n minus 1. It is n minus 1 by n by k minus 1. So it is just the number of elements that matters. But the reason why I asked is like, if you really go for it like that, there will be a lot of like empty bins and all, right? So do we That was my confusion when I first attempted that.
if we do what?
Like, if you use like 12 bins,
12
okay,
bins.
one for each decade, right?
Yeah.
So from the year I think like 1900 or something.
Okay.
So like there, like when we go beyond, let's say the first, like I would say 77 like bins or something, like starting from 2020 backwards, like we would be having a very like low chance of having like people, right? Like, so I'm the reason why I'm asking, like there might be chances where we'll be having a lot of empty bins, right?
Uh,
And
so like now the bins will be like the correct option is third option. So the now the bins will be 1910. So from 1900 to 1910 will be under one bin. 1910 to 1920 will be under one bin. Okay, now how you wanted, like what is the chance you are telling? Like what about which thing you are
yeah,
telling?
because like it is not that likely to have someone from like that long back. Like I mean the spread of
Yeah,
people as we go to such long dates, that will be less, right?
yeah,
So
that
like
okay.
when
Yeah, that is the people will be less, like okay. Now even
so
if you
I had
consider this program, BSc program, the people are more like like college students, teenagers only, but like there will be there are people for other ages also, like 70s also, but there are
yeah,
very few people. Yeah, but you should count them also, no? That's why you are starting from 1900. Like yeah, that's
because like at the
yeah, that
first
you are
time I
telling. Yeah, okay, tell.
no, the first time I had this thing, like because if we take before and after 2000, we'll be having like fairly a good number of people to compare with. So
Yeah, but fairly okay, you are telling for fairly good, but most of the people will be in 1990s only. 1990s
yeah,
mostly. Yeah, mostly it will be in 1990s. And yeah, in after 2000 also you will find the people. Yeah,
yeah,
okay. But the thing is like okay, after before 2000 you have, like let's say 100 students, and after 2000 also you have 100 students. So total how many comparisons you should do? N into n minus 1 by 2, no?
yeah. So like
So
15 to
n into n
99.
no, like n into n minus 1 by 2. So 100 into 99 by 2, 50 into
Yeah,
99. Yeah, that
yeah,
many
15 to 99.
into 99, that is
So
twice.
like 4,900.
2000 2 into 15 to 90, because you have students after 2000 also, no? I told 100 here, 100 here. So 2 into 50 into 99, that is 100 into 99, that is 9900 comparisons.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
And yeah, 9000, that many comparisons you should do. If you are dividing into 12 bins, let's take like 12
Hmm.
bins. Yeah. And then how, like there will be one or two students from this 19 let's take 1960s, kind of 1960, no, 1960s is also too much. 1970s. Yeah, yeah, other from 1900 to 1910 you won't have any students. Similar from 19 there might start from 1970 or 1980. Let's take there will be like possibility are 10 students. 10 students from 1970. Similarly, like you can divide, but mostly in that 1990 range only, no? I told. So
Yeah,
1990 there are like already, like we have already filtered now. Let's take there are 50 students in 1990. I'm taking total like 200 students only, no? 50 students in 1990, from 1990 to 2000, and other like 49 or some other 40 students, let's take 2000 to 2010. So how many comparisons you will do? 90 into uh, 50, I told, no? 50 into 49 by 2, that is 25 into 49, plus, and also I will do like yeah, number of comparisons will be reduced, because you are there is 9900 comparisons you are doing, no? But here you are but you are binning is like you are doing like you are binning like from 1900 to 2000 you are getting more students, like around I told no around 50,
Yeah.
around 14. Yeah, 9 total 90. You can tell total 90 of it. The number of
So the thing is
comparisons.
that like we don't like really need to think of that kind of logic, is it? Like we just need to
Okay.
look at how the. I mean, like if you look at it like that, like there might be chances where there are empty. So we are kind of like running useless iterations if we are trying to create tables for a decade that is never going to be used or something.
Yeah, if there are no iterations, you won't iterate in the bins. No, they are just empty. Then you will just
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So as far as like we are able to create spread the data among a wider like number of bins, as
yeah.
long as we don't compare between the bins, then it will be all right, is it?
See, even if we okay, even if there are 20 like 40 students and you are binning into 20, like the thing is like computationally number of comparisons will be reduced if you are binning, but after certain point of time, like time will increase, like the time of execution will increase, like I
Yeah.
told you, no, you I think, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay, it
that
will come
one
in the later chapters
10
also,
raised
like
to 6, that thing.
yeah, time of computation will increase, no?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay then.
Um,
Next.
uh, Hello.
Yes, yeah.
Ma'am, I had a doubt on a similar note. So on what basis do we do binning? On the
So
basis of,
okay, I will tell you. Here we wish to find the number of pairs of people who are born in the same year. So you want to
no,
find only
ma'am.
the people who are born in the same. Okay. Yeah. The bins you can do is like you can bin by same year. That will be the
No, ma'am. I understand I understand what binning is, but if you want to calculate maximum number of months or maximum number of days, we could go by months or days, right? But so we should
yeah.
choose the one which has a maximum number of categories, or in order to reduce the number of
Okay.
comparisons.
If you go by number of days, so number of days is like
You will get 31 bins. So there'll be lesser
no
comparison, right?
no 31, not 31 bins. Like there are like 1st August, 1st January, first like it is different only, so
No, ma'am. I'm saying you're gonna calculate number of people with same birth date.
same
So
birth date.
you can,
Okay.
yes, ma'am. So you can bin in two types: month or by date.
Yeah.
But we while we are computing, we should prefer date because it has larger number of bins. Or that's where I'm stuck at. Which one we can do by date or month, but we should
Okay,
choose
we
one.
can do by date or month. So you are binning all students who within like first date day one, date one, no, let's take date one and month January. Okay, you will bin all the students who are born on first something, first day. You will you will compare only with those students, so they may not born on that same month. Okay, like you might not get same, you might not get the pair also in that case. Oh, like you understood, no? I think I should use some notepad or something for understanding. It's
Uh,
difficult to, you will miss some pairs. The thing is like you will miss some students, you can't,
how will we miss a few students, ma'am?
you will miss. I will show you.
Yes, ma'am. I think it's better if you show me with an example. Yeah. Thank you.
Okay. Okay, there is one, two. First date you are telling. Okay, I will show for 3 dates. Three, and there is January, February, and March. So what you will do, you will bin all the students who are born on January, who are born in February, and you, if you do this method, you will do that. So you will compare the students who are born on January. You will check the dates of them. So if you have found a student with a similar date in January, then you will increase, then you will count them. But what you will do here is like you will bin by day, like first, second, third, and fourth, so on. Okay. Okay, you have student who has born on, let's take okay, two similar students, no, they should born on same day. Okay, uh, 20th January. Come on. 20th January should be only there. So we'll take second only. 2nd January, 2nd January. Second. So what you will do, there are like all the students who have born on the same day will come here, no? So you will check whether, yeah, you will get all the pairs. In this case, you will get all the pairs. But the thing is like,
Mom, I don't think you're getting my question really. Can I just say that again?
yeah, you are telling number of bins will be reduced if we bin by day of birth.
No, mom. Number of comparisons would be reduced if we bin by date.
Yeah, number of comparisons will be
So,
reduced if you bin by date you are telling.
so, so if we were given a question for optimizing the number of comparisons, we should go by the by the binning which results in the most number of bins, right? Just
So
cross checking.
you should go like, you should see like totally you should see number of comparisons should be reduced. So if you bin in this manner also, for this thing, no, you want if you take this course data set, just bin by month and bin by date, and you see like, you compare the number of bins where you are getting number of comparisons, you compare like in which case you are getting low comparisons, you can check. Yeah, that will be the best strategy. If you are bin by month, if you get less number of comparisons, then that will be the best strategy. Or if you bin by this day of birth, if you get less number of comparison, that will be the best strategy, no? But the thing is like, yeah, definitely according to day of birth, you will get less number of comparisons because the data is widespread, no?
It's more, yes, mom.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just want to clarify because I think one of the questions was something about this, and I kind of got
The
confused.
question is different there. The thing is, yeah, if you see the solution there, you will understand that in that case the question is like, they counted 1st January, 2nd January as each. There are 365 days in total. That thing they will explain in the question also, in one of the practice assignments only. Yeah, you just look the solution, you will understand why which is not the best.
Yes, mom. But my understanding is right?
Yeah,
So
your understanding is right. Yeah, if we increase the bin size, if we increase like if we widespread our data, then the number of comparisons will be reduced. Yeah.
okay, thank you.
So it means, ma'am, when we compare using date, then months, then the date comparison will have less computational.
Yeah. Yeah, should if there are no questions, then we can close this session.
Activity 4.3, third question.
Yeah, this is so easy question. Yeah, we should compare. As mentioned in the lecture, assume the computer takes computer can do 2 power 8 comparisons in a second. How many seconds will it take for the computer to do pairwise comparisons of 1 million elements? You should do pairwise comparison of 1 million elements. 1 million elements are 10 power 6. So how much time will it take? How many comparisons you should do? N into n minus 1 by 2, no? 10 power 6 into 10 power 6 minus 1 by 2. So 10 power 6 minus 1 you can neglect, which is very minor value. So 10 power 12 by divided by n into n minus 1 by 2, this only, no? This formula. Divide, so 10 power 12 will be remaining 10 power 12. I will write you a notepad, but this is easy question. Okay, n into n power 1 minus 2, that is 10 power 6 into 10 power 6 minus 1, which we can neglect 10 power 6 minus 1. So 10 power 12 will be there. 10 power 6 plus 10 power into 10 power 6, that is 10 power 12. A power m into a power n equal to a power m plus 1, m plus n. That is 10 power 6 into 10 power 6 will be 10 power 12 divided by 2. You should do. And the computer now is taking, you should do totally 10 power 12 by 2 comparisons. Now the computer is taking 10 power 8, can do like 10 power 8 comparisons in a second. So how many seconds will it take? So you want, it will, if you divide this total value by 10 power 8, you will get how many comparisons the computer will take to divide it. You will get. So what I can tell you is 10 power 8. So a power m by a power n equal to a power m minus n, no? So 10 power 12, 10 power 12 minus 8, that is 10 power 5 you will get. 10 power 5 is like this only, no? 1 2 3 4 5 divided by 2 you will have. So you will have how many? 5000 only, no? You understood this? One, two, three, four, five. Yeah, I don't know whether he has understood or not, but he's not speaking now.
Yeah. Ma'am, like, will we be having, like, on a separate note, like, will we be having a mock this week or
Yes,
something
ma'am,
in
I
the coming
understood.
week?
Thanks.
Yeah. What you will be
Will,
having?
like, will we be having the mock next week?
Yeah, you will have mock.
So, like, I think it is like 14 questions per subject, right? Like, so usually.
Yeah, usually 13 to 14 questions you will get. Or 12 also. Yeah, anything. Between 12 to 14 or 12 to 15.
And data sets that would be referred to, like in our case, like it would be either the templates that are provided or
Data. Yeah. You will get templates.
like there wouldn't be anything that would refer to the data sets that we used while studying online, right?
No, template is the kind of thing like there will be all the, like you know words table, no? Words data set table. So
Yeah.
in that words data set table, like how you have like each field name and also all the entries you have, no? All the data entries. So without, you will have all the field names, but all the data entries won't be present. Like only first row will be present, data of first row will be present, and data of second row will be present. Remaining all other will be like kind of dots, dots, dots. So you won't, the thing is like, you will know all the field names, everything, but the thing is you won't find all the data entries. That's it.
Okay.
Yeah, it will be like, yeah, you won't the questions are like such like that, like you need no need to go through the data set. If you know that field names, then it will be sufficient.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. Yes, shall we close the session then?
Yes, ma'am. Okay. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah, okay, we'll close this session then.